Ladies and gentlemen, let's actually get back onto the show. More housing. We're going to have a bit of a shorter shift, but that's okay, because this is just going to be like the housing shift. So, first and foremost, we're going to do a quick vote. We're going to do a quick run-through of all of the Lore Walker houses here, and hopefully Monobrents. You can vote for yourself. So the way this works is this is called plural voting. You should know what that is because I use that constantly for my own voting system. It's actually very simple, though. The way it works is you vote for every house you think deserves a vote for best. That's it. You have no limit on how many houses you can vote for. Okay? You can just vote for however many you want to. And then we tally them up, and then the winner wins. Plural voting. That's it. It's astonishingly simple, yet every time I describe it, someone's like, huh? So, we're going to start off with Evo's house. Evo's house is, I mean, it's this house. I'm just going to do a really quick flash run through. Here's the giant pantry of awesome. No, you're just going to say it in chat. You're just going to say it. We're going to keep this nice and simple. Here's the tavern of amazing. The tavern connects to the washroom here. And the little bath area, the bathing area. Out here we have the kitchen. We have the massive staircase with the paintings absolutely everywhere. Hi, Pokemibo. Nice little woodsy area. Portal to Hell. Gotta have the Portal to Hell. Very important. Outdoorsy area where you can just kind of chill. Evo spent so much freaking time on this house. The reason I know so much about it is because she kept showing it to me and asking me my opinion, because you know how big I am on like doodad design and the like. Nice little troll washroom here. I'm really just kind of rushing through this because, you know, I just want to show off all these really quickly. Here's the guest bedroom over here. Oh, me too, Monobrett, me too. Speaking of which, I'm going to need your help getting back to your house, Monobrett, so I can show it off, if you don't mind, at some point. The not quite completed outdoors cooking area, along with like a little painting gazebo thing. Nice little, just amazing setup. I love this. Yeah, no, there's a reason that I took the longest on Evo's house. There's also a reason I'm hurrying through it the quickest. Is this? Yeah, here's the master bedroom. Main bed. Nice little library area, tons of paintings. And who can forget the little couch thing here, but most importantly of all, the pillow fort up here, the hidden little pillow fort. With the Chinese food, very important. Almost done, I swear. Here's the elven bathroom, master bath. And this is the only room that's not finished. She's still working on this one. Because she's insane. Okay, so anybody who wants to vote for Evos, just say Evo in chat, or Evo Iliani, or something like that. Remember, it's plural voting, so you can vote for as many different houses as you want to. Congrats, Smart. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, professional artist. Literally went to university for art design. Try to be shocked. I didn't even show off her outdoors. She's also got this amazing outdoors section, which is just insane. Okay, so let me jot down some notes here. Yeah, no kidding, Monobro. Oh, I'm sorry, Gratz Magister. I hate you. I've been doing time walking for actual years. I've never even seen that thing drop. Okay. Alright, so let's kind of run through these really quick. So here's Kraken Sons. So nothing out exterior except for the Belemeth Night Elven thing. But when we get inside, the most horrifying thing known to mankind, the cube. This is it. What do you think? Anybody want to vote for Krakenson? Say crack in chat. We'll make it easy. Yeah, of course it does, Spartan. Don't worry, the next patch is actually going to be doing some updates for that. Hi, Evo. Krakenson. Alright, so now we're going to go show off. Looks like Maverick is next. No, actually it's Lunaruth. We'll go show off Lunaruth. No, Evo, I have not. The servers just came back up. Yes, Monobrent is going to be the Horde household, so I'm going to have to switch over. Okay, so here's Lunaruth's. Oh. See, little song thing you go like that. Sorry. Yeah, it's a Tuesday, Trihexia. Okay, so here's Lunaruth's. There's a lot of bungalow-style houses we've seen. So it's a simple bungalow. Little chair things that have a little bed over here. Nice, big, comfy. Oh, God, that bed looks so comfy. I want to sleep in this bed. All right. Sorry, Lunaruth, I'm stealing your bed. It's my bed now. So anybody who wants to vote for Lunaruth, see Lunaruth in chat. Remember, you can vote for as many places as you want. I'm going to keep repeating that. Just so people know that they aren't just voting for one thing. Because that's what plural voting is. Okay. Why haven't you voted, Evo? What's wrong with you? Now, I know, Evo, she would never vote for her own house because she's silly like that. But the way you do this is really simple. You just say the name of the person in chat as I call for it if you want to cast a vote for that person. That's it. Speaking of, here's Mr. Red's house. Now, I'm not going to go inside there again because I refuse to do Castle Birdbrain again. I refuse. However, this is Mr. Red's house. Here, let me make it so you can actually read that. There you go. So this is Mr. Red's house. Say Mr. Red if you want to vote for it. You'll donate. No, you won't. Hang on. Getting some votes in. Getting some votes in. It is okay to vote for yourself. In fact, I'm going to force Evo to vote for herself. Evo, you're voting for yourself now. There you go. I am forcing it upon you. You have no choice. Rigging the vote. Okay, so hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 votes looks like for Mr. Red. All right. Stop the count! Stop the count! All right. Now let's go do Maverick. I accidentally skipped him earlier because I was already logged in Evo's place. So here's Maverick's exterior. This one has not really a lot of work done on it, and you can't even go into it. Nice exterior, though. Remember, almost all of this is stuff that he did because you just get a nice big empty plot. Nice little viewing area, nice little food thing. Dead dragon skull under the stairs, very important. Not a lot inside. In fact, I'm not even going to go inside because it's just kind of not worth showing off. However, this is Maverick's house. So if anybody wants to vote Maverick, say Maverick in the chat. Put that into frame so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Evo, it's plural voting. You can vote for everybody or nobody. You could do this, Evo. You can use the power of choice. Wait, you're not one of those people with choice paralysis, are you? Oh, no. Evo, if you don't pick something right now, the world will explode. Congrats, Spartan. Yeah, you don't have a choice except to vote for yourself. So here's Janine's. I don't think she's on, actually, right now. So she's the one with, like, little planter setup. Again, nice exterior thing going on. Bit of a smorgasbord. That was thunder. If I go offline, you'll know why. Bit of a smorgasbord of stuff here. You know, we got, like, some magic things. Looks like a crafting area to me. And I actually don't remember her interior, so we're going to poke her head in real quick. Yeah. Technically, yes, push-ups. Here we go. So, yeah, this is another one of those neat little bungalow things. I think there's nothing in there. Oh my god, and it's moved! Look! Look! It's moved! Into the table. It keeps moving! Sorry. So, yeah, nice little comfy thing. Room, wash bed, fireplace, some Loa statues. Gotta have Loa statues, very important. Door that leads to literally nowhere. Chill spot over here. The unicorn toys are having fun with each other. And this is, of course, where you just chill. Oh my god, look at the size of that freaking chunk of meat. And the best part, ignoring the bug in the middle there, is all of the plushies hanging out in the living room. If anyone wants to point Janine, and Evo just spelled it correctly, say Janine. Let's scooch over to the next one. All right. Oh, here it is. There's a map. All right, if anyone wants to vote for my house, the house so incredibly amazing, I have literally not walked into it first, or not walked into it yet. Okay, moving on. No, all votes for my house are disqualified. I'm just going to be... I'm not part of this contest. Okay, so this one is Bragwin, I think? Bragwin? Yes! Bragwin and her drug house. The drugs! Alright, so we got the drug manufactory. We got the drug cart. This is where we deliver the drugs here through the dark portal. Listen, Outland needs some drugs. Okay, you don't even know. I mean, you try living on Outland for a few weeks. She's also got a great interior, too. And that's not even a sex joke. It's not funny when she's not here. Bragwin, go watch the VOD so you can get that joke. Anyway, so she's got actually a really lovely commons area here. Nice cooking thing, nice food spread, little crafting area to the side, little place where you can just chill. And over here, we've got upstairs. Don't worry, Lord Harriman, we got some drugs for you. Drugs. And then here we have, this is where you bang your drum when you're freaking out over the drugs. This is where you wash up after having taken the drugs. Here's where you sleep. Of course, you have the golden bed for when you're taking your drugs. You gotta have it. There's just... And of course, the chess set. For when you think you know how to play chess while you're on drugs. So, again, I know several of you have already started voting, but if you want to vote Bragwin, say Bragwin in chat. Let's see, so this is the Bragwin. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Over here we have Mook. Mook has a cool exterior, which I'm going to show off for just a second. It's the treehouse thing. It is apparently multiple trees. In order to kind of create the vibe of the world tree thing going on there, which is cool. Up. And then interior. I know, she can have the cartel zoo. Alright, so interior, very elven. Lovely night elven colors all over the place here. Let's scooch upstairs. Nice little secondary room. Again with the drug bed. You gotta have the drug bed. It's okay, there's also the secondary drug bed, I think is what we'll call that. Like when you maybe you brought a friend and your friend wanted to do drugs. So there's the drug bed, then there's like the side drug bed, you know, it's just I don't know why everyone in my chat does drugs. It's weird, it's cool. And of course, nice outdoor little meditation area or something like that. So anybody want to vote for Mook? Just say Mook, and we can be like, oh my god! Ah! You're the one who said you like Humble Mogs, Lord Airlock. This actually is my Humble Mog. Have you not seen it? Here, I'll actually show it off a little bit. I'm actually really proud of it. So, I have the Void Elf Tabard, obviously, to kind of show off my colors. But otherwise, I just got a normal kilt, the shawl, blue shawl, right, work gloves, work pants, work boots, and then I'm wielding corn and carrots because I love the food weapons that this game has nowadays. And of course, I've got a nice backpack, which has like it's just an out and about backpack, right? Like I got calipers. I've got the thing that blows air to make fire happen that I don't know the name of. I've got a little tinkering hammer. I've got a little smelting kiln, and I got my own little portable anvil. I'm sorry, Lineruth. I have failed you. So here's my sisters. This is Zan's house. It is exactly the same as my house, as she has not even walked in. Vote Zan if you want to vote for a completely empty house, which is privated, so you can't even show off the interior. Bellows, thank you, that's the word. Alright, just a few left. Are you on, Menabrent, so I could port to your house? Excuse me. Okay, so here's one of our top three, for lack of a better way to call this. This is Kira White Noise. She has lots of lovely stuff going on here. Great paths, great garden. Oh, that's the monk. That's your monk outfit? Oh, I like that. That actually works really well. Nice choice of a weapon there, too. Anyways, so we've got the tents, we've got the outdoors food spread, which is phenomenal. I'll do a quick run through interior. She has done an idea. I'm probably going to steal wholesale. First of all, these are manually made staircases. In other words, these are not pre-baked, so she had to place every single one of these steps individually because she's insane. Nice upstairs interior. But the real star of the show is she's got this corridor, right? And this is I kept calling it the barracks, but that's really a bad word for it. It's like the squad house, right? So each one of these is for one of her alts. So like here's your Har and your Druid room. And up here, just pick one of them. This one is Blood Elf Paladin. And this one is High Mountain Death Knight. High Mountain Death Knight. And I'm not going to show all of them. She has one for each of her alts. It's a great idea. And there's actually one thing I want to show off, though. Give me a second. Oh yeah, of course, the rogue is behind the secret bookshelf. Just, of course, Drakthir Rogue. You know, barracks usually implies something a little bit more utilitarian in English. Yeah, the draperies and the corridor she built here is great. Give me a second, I gotta get downstairs. I think I have to go all the way over, and I can't hope. There we go. Okay. Nice little commons room, which is really good. I don't want to understate how good this is, but that's not what I'm really sure to show off. So she's got the banners of most of the races and or classes going up here. A rather extensive, yeah, I still can't help. Rather extensive open air kitchen going on here. And my favorite thing, she's also got a bunch of crafting, but that's still not my favorite thing. It's up here, I want to say. Because I actually took a picture of this for the screenshot for the last VOD. Is the eating room. This is where all of her alts come together to eat. And the idea, you can see how there's a different chair, so the idea is each chair is a different person. Like I said, I'm probably going to steal something like this. Oh, and also, of course, the king. and or queen. So if you want to vote, please say Kira or Kira White Noise or KW. Something. Say something. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Okay. Okay, a couple of quick ones to show off here. We got the 2 Spartans, and Eric. So this one's funny to me. So this is Eric. He hasn't been on for a while. In fact, I don't think he watches my stream anymore. But he's got like nothing going on in his exterior. But check this out. It's great. Here's his room. Just a carpet where you can kneel before Zelotap. So if you want to pick Eric, say Eric in chat. All right, over here to the Spartans. This one's Spartan wife, I think? Yes. This one's Spartan wife. Nice smattering of things exterior. Got a dark portal, got a well. Breeding cachery. Oh, hey, look, it's one of the... Oh, it's really sunk into the floor, the rock path here. Here's another bungalow. I call these the bungalows, the one-room houses. Honestly, I've actually had a random thought of trying to challenge myself and making one, like maybe my horde house a bungalow. And then just having as much stuff as I can in a single room, you know? Nice, comfy, violet, Tauren bed. There's plenty of room for comfort here. There's plenty of room for comfort. So this is Spartan's wife, if you want to do this one. And, there we go. This is Spartan. There's a fox that's infiltrated the way. Pathways. I've noticed Spartan and his wife both like this pathway concept a lot. Fellpool. Listen. I'm gonna need to talk to you about your health code here, Spartan. I need to have chat here. Interior we have, once again, I believe, yeah, this is another bungalow setup. Nice usage of interior walls to create an extra room over here. Bedroom, portraits, spinning thing right. Oh my god, it's like a trap. Like you walk in and it's just right there. It just gets you right in the face. Nice little chill area for people to sit. Big bed, gotta have the big bed. Very important. You're gonna have to ask her, Spartan. She would know much better than me. And of course, giant dragon statue of hell and death. If anyone wants to vote Spartan, say Spartan in chat. We're almost done. We're almost done. We got 3 more. Oh my god, it's Uthor. Holy shkamoli. Oh, right. Sorry, off the deep end. You asked that earlier, and I even answered you in my head. I am so sorry. If you haven't played Dragonflight, I 100% recommend you start Modern WoW with Dragonflight, which is the start of Modern WoW. Dragonflight is very new player friendly and very player friendly in general, with like 1 asterisk. And it's still good. It's still a good expansion. It introduces a whole lot of things and leads pretty much directly into War Within, which leads directly into Midnight. And thank you for the sub, Uthor. I am currently suffering from some kind of injury. Not 100% sure what. So forgive me for not doing the full battle. I suppose you know that you can put that towards up to 3 things if you so choose. Okay, so this is Pax's house. He's actually spent quite a while on his. Mostly just putting stuff everywhere. There's not a lot of theming to his. It's mostly just doodadding it up. He spent some good time on it, though. Yeah, that's what I call modern WoW, not as true. Nice little library nook over here. Eating thing. Over here. Nice little array. Once again, different chairs. Gotta have different chairs. Very important. Very important. Cracked Dark Heart. That's fine. Don't worry about that too much. Nice crafting room kind of a setup here. Sorry. Here's his bedroom. And here's the horrifying room of horror. Just let me soak that in for a second. Listen, it's just one fell pool. It's fine, right? It's okay, Huthor. WoW has all of us by the balls. Alright. Nice little bathroom. You can... What's funny is you can kind of tell a lot of the vibes of what Evo did with her house. Just, you know, Pax didn't spend literal days doing his. Because Pax is not completely insane. Love you, Evo, but you're completely insane. Anyways, if anybody wants to vote for Pax's house, say Pax in chat. Jedi Survivor, Patch Knight, and Last Titan. Done. I almost counted you twice, Kennex Cow. Please don't do that, even if you spell it wrong. Last one here, and then I'm going to go join Monobrand and show off his house. We've got to show off Valerian's house. So, as we all know, Valerian is the drug king. See, that's the funny thing, Ross. We don't know. We're not sure who the last Titan is right now. Alright, so here's where we entertain people. Yep, here's the big empty room for the drug users. And as you can see, here's all the drugs. You can just drug it up. Tasty drug. Bragwin's the person who cooks and ships, but Valerian, oh yeah, you come here and you just chill out of this giant bed while on drugs. And then you go rush over here and you write a whole bunch of books about a dark tower. So if anybody wants to vote for Valerian, say Valerian or Val if you prefer in chat. See, that's what I'm thinking, Delisno. The obvious answer is the last Titan is Azeroth, but there is a non-insubstantial amount of evidence that Azeroth is not a Titan. And that has many interesting implications. Yeah, Sargeras is actually a much more likely candidate for the last Titan, which is horrifying in its own way. Okay. So let me... Yeah, Huthor kind of fell off the map, and I was in the middle of... apparently I was contributing to this because I was in the middle of the non-dark. My life is being destroyed while I don't have access to little things like electricity. Or my room. Oh, is there a housewarming right now? Hold up. gonna do this on Zawash then. If anybody wants to hop on right now and get your weekly done, you could do it right now. I'm just saying. I mean, that is one of the trade-offs. I work 7 days a week, 8+ hours a day. But if my life is completely destroyed, I don't magically get fired. So anybody who's curious, it's going to be right here. There it is. Housewarming right here. I mean, you guys can technically fire me. No, I ain't complaining off the deep end. I just push back a little bit. Not that I'm saying you do this, but some people say, oh, you have such an easy job. And it's like, no, I work my ass off, thank you. I'm grateful for my job. I really am. Let's see. Let's do... I guess we'll do the Argentina, just to lock that in as an easy one.
All that I worked for.
God. Looks like it's BC right now. Okay. Let me just really quick, let me check my vault. I haven't really been doing a lot, but I just want to hit my vault real quick. I'm not sure I have anything for this week, actually. Yeah, no. I'll take my gold, thank you.
Glory to the Sindorai. May the eternal sun...
Yeah, who wants to deal with my union? Ugh. Okay, so now let's grab... Is anybody hopping on for this? Does anybody want to do this? I guess is really the question I'm trying to ask. Oh yeah, by the way, Spartan, if I can show off a little bit here. Champion. So, I almost have gotten rid of all of my champion gear. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of champion gear left. Everything else is hero. Or Hero Ascendant Monoforge. Excuse me, Void Forged. Oh, I love this mount so much. There's a reason this is my main character's mount. I mean, first of all, it's a big old chonky mech of awesome, which is always cool. And it's coursing with lightning, which is even cooler. But its animations are so good. Look at this thing. Kong, 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 Kong. I love this thing. Look at it. That is so smooth. I'm in. There we go. Okay, so let's grab people. So we got... Oh, I see Evo. She's right down there. Hi, Evo. I'm gonna bomb her. Hi. Okay, so Mr. Red wanted in. And then Nayruth, who we're waiting on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I never got room for nobody. Hang on. We'll figure this out. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Find a group. Lord Winter Showcase. Sign up. Okay, make sure you have the quest if you don't already. It's this quest. I'll just share it, just for anybody who doesn't have it. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to find Lanolin Star, and then hit View Houses. Right-click and then hit View Houses. And you get the quest from... Oh, sorry, the mount. You get the mount from having done the Delve stuff back in War with Him. I think you can still get it. It's just expensive now. But I got it for finishing up Season 2, I want to say. Back then. Okay, yep. This is the right spot. I don't know why you got kicked. you have to right-click the person and click View Houses. And it has to be... It's the leader of the group, Lanolin Star. I literally just said this. I mean, good, Ross. We're in a group. We are in a group, Linareth. Group be here. Yeah, Spartan just got a thing. Let's see. I'm gonna suggest invite Mr. Red. Let's get Mr. Red in. Yeah, no, I've read the same thing, Huthor, and yeah, it is quite. I said this yesterday. It's quite literally the only thing I think is a flaw in the housing system right now is discoverability. Let's try to get Kira White Noise in here. Oh, you're already in. Cool. Kraken Sun, maybe. Anyway, so I'm going to go inside, get quest progress. Good luck getting in here. This is a little janky. But this is the interior. Oh, sorry. I really should show off that Monobrent's exterior is a freaking airship. So there's Monobrent's exterior. That's why I have to go up the path in order to get up here. I mean, I could fly, but whatever. Just kind of showing it off here. I love the stones that are void infused as we're going up here. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people in here. Oh god, there's so many people in, I'm having trouble zoning in. So, there's an interesting little pseudo bug. Zoning into an instance is like, how do I explain this? The door itself basically casts a spell on you in order to then teleport you to the destination. That's how they do it code-wise, right? What that means is only one person can zone in at a time, which means there can be a queue. Like you just saw happen. Yeah, exactly. The spell that the door casts on you has a cooldown. So, there's the quest. Go and turn that in. Get tons of Void Light Marls. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, so Monobrent is one of our top 3, for lack of a better way to call this. I'm just going to put that out there. Monobrent has put a lot of effort and a lot of creativity in this place, and way too many hours. Lots and lots of doodahs. Oh yeah, shoes off. Sorry, let me take my shoes off. Here, let me take this off really quick. There we go. Okay. Hem. Nice big monocrystal of endless hell and death. Over here we've got a little mini spot in case you want to be shrunk down. This is... So I mentioned creative, right? One of my favorite creative things that Monobrent did here is this right here. The mirror. The vampire mirror. Yeah, the vampire bedroom setup. And yeah, it's even got the red drapery and all that. Very creative. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Lots of void for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Over here we have the Void Garden, which is morphing the flamingos into multiple pieces. Over here we have all of the people's anguish that Monobrent has ripped out of them, streaming bloody murder, so that they can go and enjoy a nice carafe of anguish, or not anguish, anima. Gotta have a nice little... See, oh, there's what the heck? Oh, sorry, I missaw. I thought there was a chunk of cheese over by the coffee. It's like, what? Over here we have the Lich King and the Void looking, and I don't even know what's in here. Just staring at whatever that is. It's just don't ask too many questions. Just don't ask too many questions. There's a lot to show off here, so I'm kind of racing because Monobrent has one of those insano houses. And an interior right here. Manually crafted staircase going upstairs. Nice archentry. Tons of... Oh god, I just noticed you set up the bookshelves on the wall. Oh my god. How long did that take? Just the bookshelves. How long did that take? I mean, it probably is Kira White Noise, if you think about it. I love the moonbeam going on to the single thing of flowers here. And then over here we have the very normal room. Nothing is wrong with this room. This Arakoa is just taking a nice bath. Yeah, hang on, Earth. Suggest invite. Yep. Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong here. Ignore the lobster who's chilling in the fell bath there. Nothing is wrong with the pachyderm. Why the pachyderm? Okay, so then we'll scooch back down, show off the staircase, which I didn't show off earlier. Horde and Alliance have finally made peace. Sorry, like I said, I'm kind of rapid firing. This Monobryn's house is gargantuan. I loved it. I was so in so much pain when I got to this house. I felt really bad. Like, I was barely keeping my eyes open, and I was nauseous to the point of, well, I did throw up. So I was just kind of like, this is, I don't think I saw this last time. I like the symbolism. I like the symbolism there. The HVA is freaking dead! And every time someone's like, I don't know, Laura, I think the HVA is coming back, there's another patch which is like, look, the HVA is dead. Just live with it. Yeah. I love the, I'm going to call that a plant mech. I'm not sure what else to call that. Up against the wall there. Unless it's its head. I thought those were its arms. No, I don't, Mr. Red. Okay, so once again, right-click Lanolin Star, Lunarith, and then click View Houses, and then click View House, and you'll teleport here. Oh, as a reminder, we've decided, because we're running so many MMOs this year, we're splitting up the LGAs into MMOs and regular stuff. So if you want to vote for, if you want to nominate anything for the MMO GAs, type !MMO in chat. That'll be true for FF11, for Wild Midnight, for FF14 Patch Trail, and for ESO, all of which are this year. There is a chance we might even cover Guild Wars 2 this year as well, and just kind of really bake all of it in. Not sure yet. We're getting there. Moving on. Anyway, so if you want to vote for Monobryn, you know what to do. Yeah, exactly, Spartan. Guild Wars 2 stream would actually be really short. It's just the one expansion, and Guild Wars 2's expansions are pretty small these days. So it wouldn't be a huge ask. It'd be like 3-4 days, something like that. Oh, we missed the coop. Sorry. He also has a chicken coop. I don't remember where it is. Where's the chicken coop? Where's the chicken? It's gonna drop, Kraken-san. It's gonna drop. There is an extremely high chance we will have a WoW and an FF14 stream every year from now on. If people want, we could keep splitting those off into their own thing. Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that. It's not that much extra paperwork for me. It's more extra paperwork for you guys. Oh my god, Evo. What is wrong with you? But the idea is that we're kind of done with everything else, right? In other words, all the other MMOs are kind of locked in and done. So, yeah, we'll probably do an FF14 stream and a WoW stream every year henceforth, as long as both continue to exist. Okay, here we go. Found my way. Right! It was over here. I knew I was missing something over here. Yeah, here's the hidden chicken coop. Anyways, now let me tabulate all the people who voted, which is quite a few. Hang on. So, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Okay, so I have my votes. I have the votes here. I like your transmog, by the way, Monobryn. I didn't comment on it yesterday because I was dying of pain. So, I don't even have transmog. This is just my actual gear right now. You can tell because it's mostly set. In fact, I think I have 5-piece on. Yep, I do. Anyways, so we'll start at the bottom. Let me organize this really quick. Let me get this in order. so I can just read it top to bottom. Do. Okay. So this is actually closer than I thought it would be. So at the very, very bottom is me with technically -1 vote because Pushup said, "Can I vote against lore?" And he was the only one who said that. So I'm at -1, winning. All right. Next, so okay, that's the only joke one. Second bottom, we've got 1 vote for Spartan's wife for the little bungalow. I'm going up, turned around now. Jesus Christ, Monobrent, your house is a maze. Okay, so so it's me at the bottom with -1 votes. Then it's Spartan's wife with 1 vote. Then Eric, Krakenson, Luneruth, and Spartan all got 2 votes. Now I'm gonna go outside really quick here. The cube, Krakenson! The cube. Make sure to put my boots back on. I just want to fly around this amazing neighborhood for a minute, because I love this friggin' neighborhood. Alright, and then we have Valerian, the drug lord, at 3 votes. Then we have Pax and his, hours of effort. Throwing together something that just doesn't compare to the people who put in days of effort at 4 votes. And then tied at next, we have Janine and, of course, Mr. Red and Castlebird Brain. I love this neighborhood. I love it so much. All right. And then we have Maverick and his exterior of awesome, and Mook, who has both the tree exterior and some cool stuff interiors, at 6 votes. Getting up there now, Bragwin, the crack runner, at 9 votes. And then in 3rd place, Kira White Noise with 14 votes, and her excellent, excellent house with tons of cool stuff. And I love the squad house. I need to come up with a better term for it. The alt house, the domicile, the dormitory. I don't know, something. Vanilla, actually, Spartan. The warband. Oh, there you go. The warband house. I like that. Or the mansion. Mansion works too. The mansion dormitory. And in 2nd place with 15 votes, Monobrent. And the amazing creativity and awesome exterior and the airship. And just, I'm going to mention the creativity part again, because it was just a lot of really cool usage of a lot of really cool stuff. Again, like making the airship house here. And in the 1st place, try to be surprised. If I could get a drum roll, please, for the extremely obvious winner. With 16 votes, it was actually closer than I thought it would be. Evo Iliani. And her, I spent way too much time on this house. That's just what I'm going to describe it as. The house that she spent way too much time on. And congratulations, Evo. I will let you put, let's say, $30 towards a game of your choice. Monobrent, you get 20. Kira White Noise, you get 10. Everyone else gets 3. Except me. I don't get anything. One game, by the way, just to make this simple. Okay, so Kira White Noise is putting that towards Neo. Monobrand, which was 2nd place. Oops, okay. He's putting that towards Final Profit. I have to double check that. And then Kira White Noises is going towards Neo. Evo's winnings are going towards Wrath of the Righteous Mooks is going towards Trails of Crossbow. 2. It's going towards Dead Space. Yeah, everyone, Evo accept donuts as payment for hiring her to do your decor for you. Also, is that in yet? I know that's actually something they're going to add. They've already said that, but I don't remember if it's gone in yet. Where you can give other people permission to place stuff in your house. Oh, that's interesting. I love this mech. I really do. It's just such a great mech. I know the blueprint thing is coming. That might be part of that update. Did I miss anybody? Mr. Red is putting that towards Dealer's Choice. And that's it? That's all I got? Oh, there you go. Putting it towards Rogue Trader. The worst game ever made. Because it doesn't have vendors. All right. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Gonna party really quick. So, let's actually review. All of this has just been for funsies stuff. But I want to give away my own prizes, too. Is that okay? I've been jotting down notes as we went around. So, my own personal pick for the best house is Evo Iliani. I know, try to be shocked. I'm sorry, it's an amazing house. What do you want from me? But hang on. The best mystery horror house is Kraken-san and the Cube. The funniest house is Mr. Red and Castle Birdbrain. The most elven house is Mook, the great aesthetic interior. Most drugs is Valerian, which is immediately followed by the best cook, which is Bregwin. You can define cook however you want to. For legal purposes, I'm just going to leave that as is. Best singer house, that's Luneruth, obviously. Most clever house and most horrifying house, that's Monobrent. And finally, the most cultist infiltrator house is Eric. Well, I don't think got any extra votes. Oh no, he did. He got 2. Never mind. The Cube, Spartan. The Cube. Man, I actually have an option wrong. Something got moved on me. Let's put this up here, and then let's put this up here. There we go. There we go. Much better. That's true. The stuff that comes out of the cube, it's not what you put in there. No, Kira White Noise, how could you? Yeah, I'm totally gonna do it. Anyways, so let's actually talk about visuals for a second. Mr. Red got funniest. Sorry. So I'm kind of not just flying around here on accident. The visuals here are crazy good. Like, as usual, I struggle to actually review this place because it is so well designed. The brickwork is stupid. Like ignore the housing for a second, because it's easy to... We're not actually reviewing the house, we're just looking at the neighborhood. Just the Horde neighborhood is absolutely bonkers well designed. Yeah, there's you probably didn't even notice, there's different music playing for different areas. The lighting changes a little bit. The fog effect changes a little bit based on where we are. I did not push ups. Do you mind repeating, please? We've got this lovely, like, the white sands look going on down here by the shores. And yeah, there's tons... The thing that the Horde... that the Orc housing area has over the other one is the biomes. And yeah, there's tons of little NPC details I'm not really showing off properly. Like, animals and NPCs both will just kind of roam around doing things. Because, you know, they can. Sunken ship over here, because why not? Gotta have a sunken ship, very important. And yeah, gotta have the Kultiran ship there, just hanging out. I mean, it is Kennex Cow, there's no arguing that. I sure hope not push-ups. It's that whole issue we were talking about yesterday, or excuse me, 2 days ago now, with Turellian. When you've lived with war most of your life, it kind of reprograms you. You know? I also love the fact that not all these areas are just the same colors, too, you know? What I mean by that... Hang on. I didn't actually need to go into the cave, really. Scooch out here. This area, it would be really easy to be duotone, right? 2 colors. But instead we have purples, we have reds, we have pinks, we have blues, we have greens, we have light greens and dark greens, excuse me. And of course the nice amber craggy rock, right? What is the name of this? This is Razorwind Shores. Yeah, I know, right, Maverick? Unfortunately, I can't really give positives to stuff like that, Monobrown. But I do actually agree with the positive concept. Let's get back to that. Let's go back to visuals for a second. So, how do I divvy this up? Let's do this by bio. Let's do this by bio. Well, what I was actually considering, Huthor, is a positive to gameplay, actually, for the very existence of the social fabric of the housing. Probably only a single positive, but let's be clear. Housing, and actually, to be slightly more clear, the neighborhood system does encourage players to interact with each other. Now, almost all of that at the moment is on the players, but this is a third space, right? It's a really good third space. And so people have already been taking advantage of that. Looks like we're going with whatever they're called. I can't think what they're called. Oh god. The mole people right now. Yeah, this is still kind of a beta of this feature. It's sort of strange to think about. The Niffins, thank you. God. You did miss that Evo 1. Yes. Oh, geez, Dragon's on. Honestly, I am nothing but excited for more neighborhood stuff. I am, however, completely cool with them taking their time. Hang on. Gotta pet the snail, the crystal snail. Like, for real, take your time, guys. It's cool. So the good news, Giga, is I was specifically asked to put off the ESO run until after August 23rd. So, just get in that shot there. That sounds about right. That feels good. So that's many, many, many positives. I'll type up thoughts about those later, as I often do. All right, let's... What am I doing? Let's get out of here. I'm actually going to put this in a co-op, because I think it's where it really fits. And we're going to go ahead and scooch over here by, but not at the portal, and switch back to Luta. Galota, Lord. The other warrior. Ow! Okay, so now we're going to judge the visuals of this place. Oh, Jesus, where do I even start? So we've got the forest. We've got the farms. Plural, look at this. I got my own orchard over here. Check this out. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. This is amazing. Look at this, look at this. I even got my own carrots. Check it out. Check it out. I'm watching you. Yeah, imagine if Elwyn, Duskwood, and Westfall were made today, and you're kind of looking at it. Yeah, there's a reason I put my house right down by the farm. We also have a shore here. I'm going to be honest, I prefer the Horde shore. But that doesn't mean this shore is bad. Yeah, snow plots. Give us snow. Yeah, give us an Alterac area. I mean, there's so much more they could do with this. I'm trying not to, like, sound ungrateful, because housing is already really good. But there is so much more they could do with it. I'm just... it's not like I'm demanding, it's more like I'm excited, if that makes sense. That's a good way to put that, Maverick. This is Northern Shore. This feels like a colder climate. Which is funny, because I'm pretty sure Elwyn is actually further south than Durotar, but whatever. This does, though. It feels like a northern climate, right? Gotta have our broken ships. Gotta have the broken ships. Very important. Part of the aesthetic, part of the appeal. Pause here for a second. Start jotting down some thoughts. Founder's Point. So then we have the Duskwood Zone. What's funny is everyone talks about how much they like this place. You'll notice nobody in the guild set up over here except for Valerian. Nobody set up in Duskwood. Other than the obvious excellent music and visuals, my favorite detail about Duskwood is actually the doodadding. The lines of graves. And where is it? Where is it? Well, there's another section over here. Where is it? Gotta be like right around it. Yep, yep, here it is. We also have a frickin' moon well over here. Check it out. And yes, there are actually wisps roaming around here too. No, this is great. I love the atmosphere up here. And again, the dude adding is fantastic. Isn't that a plot? This is a plot. Yeah, right here is a plot, for example. You can just set up right here. What are moonwells again? A combination of nature and arcane energy that is used as a way to sustain elves. The night elves themselves lived off of moonwells for most of their existence. Like, that was their sustenance. And maintained their immortality. Talking about... There's like a... Yeah, here we go. So here's the crypt, right? Here's the crypt area. Just enough overgrown without actually looking completely dilapidated. Nice touch. And I think... Is this the one you're talking about? Right here? Or this one, actually, is probably the one you're talking about. This one's like in the middle of all the graves. Completely untaken, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Huthor. No, yeah, actually in the cemetery over here. Yeah, so while I'm jotting down some notes and taking some very shorthand thoughts here, because I don't want to bore you for the next hour. If you had one, let's call it a biome, right? One location that you could just magically make a neighborhood in, where would you pick? I admit I'm torn on that, because my first and most immediate thought is the Valley of the Four Winds. Or 5 Winds? Oh god, is it 4 or 5? 4 Winds. I was right. Valley of the Four Winds. But then I think about literally everywhere else, and it's like, oh god, there's so many spots. There's so many spots! But yeah, Pandaria, just a Pandaria thing. Just, ooh. In the Emerald Dream. And yeah, the Jade Forest. Oof. A lot of interesting picks. The Night Elves... The Night Elves on paper are part of the Alliance. But the amount of that that's actually true, like in lore, is less than you'd think. This is actually my favorite of the biomes here, by the way, Westfall. Again, I was very tempted by setting up over here. Look at this. Look at this. I love the warm colors. And the farmland. And, oh god, plonk! Sorry, Mr. Red. Broke out some of your letters. Oh god, major factions? Oh god. Even like just picking the major factions, there's got to be like 50. there's a lot going on. It's like saying, what are the major factions of Warhammer? I don't mean that as a comparison, but it's just there's so many moving pieces, right? Good morning, Rax. I was just doing a visual review of this place and how incredible this element. Music. I need to jot down a music positive. Or several. And a song positive. Don't even at me. I love the song of the Founder's Point. The song. I know there's like 6, but you know the one, right? It is so... Yeah, this right here, this song. It is so peaceful, hopeful. Like, I don't know what else to call that. It's like combination of chill and then also like energetic. It's so strange. Uplifting is a good word. Yeah, it sounds like home. It's a song that sounds like home. I've chilled here several times when I'm getting work done just so I can listen to the music. Yeah, if this was the song for the Shire, I would believe you. Hell yeah, Uthor, stab! Okay, many positives given. Ladies and gentlemen, is everyone ready? I've been waiting for this since January. I have a quest. And let me tell you, the name of this quest is so appropriate. It's literally called Home at Last. That's literally the name of the quest. Home at Last. And if I wanted to say one quick word. I'm just going to get maudlin for a second, okay? Is that okay if I get really, I don't know, gushy for a second? I don't have words. I'm so tired and in so much pain. I don't have words. WoW has been my home for a long time. And I've described why several times. Part of it is because it was something, it was a good game, right? It was a game that was so much better than so many other games at the time in the same space. While WoW Vanilla and WoW BC and WoW Wrath all had their issues, it was just a whole new era of being able to interact with and have fun with and generally enjoy the game, along with, most importantly, all the people I was playing with. But the other thing on top of that is, in a lot of video games, I can run around and help characters, right? That's something I like doing, is being helpful. But in WoW, I could help people, because I knew WoW, and I kept knowing WoW, and I kept knowing WoW as well as I possibly could. They actually called me Encyclopedia Hordanica for some time when we made the switch to Horde, because I knew where everything was, right? I knew where all sorts of stuff was, and so people would come to me and say, hey, how do I do this? And I'd say, oh, go here, do this, do this. And I just guide them with words. And so I could help people do quests, I could help people figure out where to do things, I could help people gear, or decide what classes they want to play as, or I could teach them how to do boss fights. I was a raid leader for a large chunk of my history here. I quit because I got sick of the getting the raid together part, but the actual raid leading part I never really had any issues with. Despite, I did lose my temper once. It was in Kara's. I lost my temper once. I still remember that with shame. Island Earth. But the point is, in WoW, I wasn't just playing a video game that I enjoyed, where I could help characters that I enjoyed, but I was actually helping real people, which is what I like most in life, to be quite frank about it. And so WoW was my home, and to actually have a freaking home in my home, if that makes any sense, is just such an amazing thing. I've said many times that a proper housing system in WoW is something that I've wanted since vanilla. Remember, housing predates WoW existing. right? Asheron's Call has had housing since like 2001 or something like that. Just to put that into perspective, it was normal. It was normal for MMOs to have housing, so it was unusual that WoW didn't. It makes sense with hindsight and all the stuff that was going on at the time, but yeah. Anyways, oh god, a housewarming girlfriend. So it's the Jack Block, Last Titan, and the last patch. Yeah, exactly, Kira White Noise. Yeah, I had a house in Zelda before I had a house in WoW. It's so strange. But here we are. And for the first time, I can actually go into my house. So, enough waiting around. Let's pop in. To a completely empty house. Okay. Decor tutorial. I do not want to skip the tutorial. You can, though.
Is what I believe.
I like that you can.
Fix-upper. But you can gather and store away any of this clutter that you wish.
Okay, okay. So, okay. I have, for the record, not seen much of this yet. Oh god. Oh my. Okay, okay. Okay, so let me just start by saying I love that right there. Did you see that? It says cannot be placed due to collision. There's a red grid and a red text box. But there's a button there that says press V to ignore collision. The red goes away, and you can just place it wherever. That I already like that. I already love that that's an option. That's like a guidance thing. By the way, I love the guidance lines. Did you notice those? We've got the big grid, but we've also got like a little grid that shows up around the item in question. So that's, you know, kind of awesome. That's, oh, I love this. I love this. Yeah, guiding rails that are easily removed. Yes. So remove is R, it looks like. Hang on. So left is place. I can duplicate. Oh my god, I can just dupe the damn thing. Oh my god. I can duplicate it as long as I have one. Yeah, so there is one interesting thing. There you go. I have 641 decor items. You can have 7,500 individual decor items. Ask Evo. She's already getting close to filling out that number. We'll look at this in a minute. Let's put that away. But yeah, the reason I brought up that thing is so let's see if I go to that. So I have.
Is starting to look like a home. The items you remove will still be available in your house chest if you change your mind.
The reason I brought that up is because you can duplicate as many as you have
Looking much more orderly.
dupes of.
Fortunate. None of that clutter was load-bearing.
Wait, there can be load-bearing clutter? Oh god! I can just put this wherever. That's no, there you go. There's my load-bearing fireplace. Hang on. You can also get rid of the grid if you don't even want to see it. So I don't want to go too much further because this. Oh, first, I love the flame effect. I love this so much. And there's rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? What's 90 divided by 6? It's not even, is it? 24. So every tick, every mouse wheel tick is 24 degrees. Or 15, excuse me. Oh my god, there's a snap to grid. Oh, I see it. I see it down at the bottom. Snap to grid. Oh my god, there's a snap to grid. Rax! Rax, there's a snap to grid. Look at it. Oh, I love that. And it's optional. You just turn it off. Oh, that's great. Okay, okay. Let's go and get rid of the fireplace. Let's get rid. Hang on. There's people in here. Let's get rid of these people. I can't get rid of the people. I can get rid of the... Oh, it actually generates light. Look at it. It's actually generating light. Do you see that? Oh, that's wild looking. So if we get rid of all the light, yes, there will be no light in my house. None at all. Wait. Before we move forward. We must follow Kraken-san's example. Yes, yes! Behold! The cube. Okay, hang on. Before we... I need to not get distracted. Before we go any further, I'm already liking some of the individual aspects of the interface here. So... guide rails, which are easily turn-offable. We actually know quite specifically. They have been working on this since Shadowlands was in development. It's a little over 6 years. And again, and I know I've said this like 15 times, but it bears repeating, it's a completely separate studio. Like, they have another development team and another company whose job it is to do housing. And they have been diligent. There's a reason that the next patch is adding something like 200 additional decor items. Oh yeah, no, they've had ideas for housing since vanilla. As some of you may remember, there was actually an instance portal in Vanilla Stormwind, which was designed to be the place that was going to go to the instanced housing. That never fall through, but... or sorry, that never followed through, excuse me. But it gives you an idea of how long they've been thinking about housing. Okay, so, guide rails, yes. Snap to grid, yes. I'm going to put this under controls. It's hard to overestimate how amazing this feature is. I want to show you something. Do you see this? Okay. Do you see how it's smart snapping to stuff? Most people who do interface design, like have worked in interface design, understand how crazy this is. The fact that it can interpret where my mouse is on multiple different vertices here, whether it's... look at that. It can just tell. That takes work. That alone probably took a lot of iterations to be able to interpret, because it even changes as you move your camera around, see? Does it work from keyboard? I don't know. Yeah, by the way, we're still using the basic controls. We haven't even gone to the advanced controls. We're just doing, like, the really basic stuff here. So we'll call that smart interpretation. And then hotkeys, yes. And then, one more thing before we move forward. I actually don't know if this one has audio assist. That would be amazing if it did. Which was this thing. Cannot place due to collision. What do they call that? Enable clipping. That's what they call that. Oh, no, I already put that. Sorry. Okay, so that's already several positives, and we just started the tutorial. Let's move forward. Let's get rid of that. Close this. All right, what do we got? Click this button to exit the editor. Okay, there we go. Okay.
It's time to decorate. I look forward to seeing what you do with the place. Your house chest is brimming with possibilities. Pull out whatever sparks joy and give it the perfect spot.
Dom pedal, you're terrifying me here. Okay, so I can also... what does inspect decor mean? Oh, it just shows me exactly. Yeah, by the way, info in game. Hey guys, I really want to grab... oh god, hang on. Here we go. You know, I really want these flowers. Where do I find these flowers? Yen Malorn in the Razorwind Shores, and it costs 25 gold, or Trevor Grenner in Founder's Point costs 25 gold. These are not perfect, to be clear, but you can see, like, if it requires an achievement, it tells you the achievement, and the achievement is clickable, So you got good cross-referencing there, so you can say, aha, that reference, and then it's a Battle for Azeroth achievement, and that's the vendor who's going to sell it, and that's the cost of it. And then, let's see, where's one? There's one that's, there's a rep one, becoming honored with the Bilgewater Cartel, costs me 450 of those. This is really good info in-game. You can go to Wowhead to look all this stuff up. You do not have to. That is awesome. In an MMO, in any MMO, being able to just look up something and say, I want that. Bzz. Or I want this. Ha, you know. Did I mention they also have a little indicator to show which things can be dyed? We'll talk about dyeing later. So, info in game, yes. Yeah, it's worth noting, I actually do have add-ons to provide basically this exact same info for, like, cosmetics. And yeah, there's a site called WoW Crazy Hubs. Or WoW Housing Hubs. WoW Crazy Hubs? It might as well be WoW Crazy Hubs, am I right? They do stupid stuff. Hang on, Mockingbird interrupts me and says, Lore, punch! Punch! And then says, are you ever able to play WoW without ever engaging in PvP? So, you do not have to PvP at all, ever, in any way, shape, or form, as of the modern iteration of the game. This has not always been true, but nowadays PvP is a fully opt-in thing. There's actually a whole thing down here. You see that? It's called War Mode. Enable War Mode to activate World PvP, increasing quest rewards and experience by 15%, and enabling PvP talents. You gain additional talents, which are focused entirely on PvPing, and you have to be in certain zones in order to be able to activate it or deactivate it. But it is fully opt-in. There's also instanced PvP. It's actually right here. It's got a whole page here. You can do random battlegrounds, epic battlegrounds, arena skirmishes. There's gravity labs, which is actually kind of fun. The decor duel is listed under this because it's technically PvP. You can do rated stuff for seasonal stuff. You can do pre-made stuff for obvious. And the training grounds, which is exactly what it sounds like. PvP is very opt-in. It is also worth noting really quick that WoW finally did what Guild Wars 1 did far earlier, and made it so that PvP works differently. So class design works differently in PvP. Like, I'm playing a warrior, but a lot of my abilities function differently when fighting another player. Make sense? And you're probably thinking, why? Because one of the problems most MMOs had, including WoW, for a long part of their history, was they would nerf something for PvP, which would then screw over PvE. Or they would buff something in PvE, which would screw something in PvP. So they made a dividing line between the two, so they could just balance each one separately, and that was a good move. FF14 has done the same thing, Guild Wars 2 has done the same thing, etc., etc. It's a very common thing nowadays, for obvious reasons. Can you share houses? Not yet. However, the next patch, which is like 2 or 3 weeks out at this point, is going to add blueprints. I don't remember all the details about the blueprint system, but one of the things I do remember is you could get a little code. You see these things right here? If I do, like, say... yeah, so if I do this, and I just paste this in the chat, you see that? That's my talent build right there. And so I could do something like that with a blueprint for a house, and then just paste that online, and you could just pull in my house if you want to. Yeah, I'm curious too, Monobrent, because what I just showed you is just talents. And yeah, you can do it by room, or you can do it by the entire house. So that's all awesome. They're also going to do grouping too, I remember that, which is going to be a great thing. Anyways, so, right, what was I talking about? I was talking about clicking this button. Okay, so I need to place 4 decor. God, I'm just... I have so many choices. I have hundreds of decor. Alright. Oh god, choice paralysis, no! No! Oh god! Okay, you know what, just for Evo. There we go. Boom. There we go. Perfect! It is perfection. It's so garbage. Oh, you know what? No. Actually, I got a better idea. Hang on. Let's go to ignore collision. Kind of set this up like over here.
The floors, walls, and ceiling are your palette. Place what you want where you want it.
I'm going to kind of skip ahead a little bit because we haven't even gotten to things like scaling yet. There we go. All the decor placed.
It looks like you've got the hang of decorating. I can't wait to see what more you can do, given time.
Okay, now what? Visit the merchants. All right, hang on. BRB. Oh, absolutely, Rex. See, the thing is, you and I have talked about this individually, so I'm kind of sharing this.
There are a number of vendors in the town center who sell decor for your home. You should stop by and introduce yourself.
And what I was trying to say, getting interrupted here, but for everyone who isn't named Raximus, one of the biggest problems you have in any MMO is you need to give incentives to your players. Because stuff being fun is great, but that's only going to pull in like 5% of your player base. Like, I'm one of the weirdos who I kept doing Warfronts back in BFA because they were fun. I didn't get anything out of them. They were just fun. But most people didn't do Warfronts. You know why? Because they didn't give you anything. So there needs to be an incentive layer. And let me tell you, the solution is, and always has been, I've said this for years now, in an MMO, the solution to having an incentive layer is cosmetics. So housing items, like decor, or different skins, or exterior pieces, which we'll talk on a bit, or like walls, or wallpapers, or music, or lights. All of that stuff serves as an excellent incentive layer to get people to go out and do things. And yeah, you can pretty much always add cosmetics. It bypasses most of the usual problems of adding a gear incentive layer.
You smell of good fortune.
I'll take that as a good thing. Oh my god, are you okay? Oh my gosh. I need to get her some coffee. Where's some coffee? Need to get coffee. Where's the coffee? I don't have any coffee. No! Where's the coffee? I'm not actually joking. I need to find some coffee to give her. Where's the freaking coffee? Gather berries. I have to make my own coffee? What? Well, sucks to be them then. I got stuff to do.
We have reasonable prices.
Oh, hey, there's stuff I don't own somehow. Okay, so fun fact. The price of almost all the decor items is getting chopped down substantially in the next patch. In fact, someone was just reporting on that today because we have test realm pictures now. Give me a sec. I'll pull this up right here. So we got tons and tons and tons and tons of new decor. By the way, Pepe is becoming a new decor item. Anyways, lots. Oh god, this all looks so cool. Lots of new decor. But if we scroll down here, here we go. Yep. So several decor prices have been cut by an inordinate quantity. Like chopping things down to only being 100 or 2 whatchafigs, the gems, or like 100 garrison resources back in Legion, stuff like that. So it's all getting way cheaper.
Your coin is always well.
That's an add-on, I'm pretty sure. That means I don't have that one. So
Thank you for browsing.
I'll go and buy that. One of those.
Treasures from far.
I'm actually not going to buy anything right now because the prices are about to lower on all these. So, you know. Who am I? Oh.
Many greetings. May your feet find good rest.
I will not get dupes. I will not get dupes. I refuse. There we are.
If you want to procure more exotic furnishings, you should speak with the last architect. They have connections
That's the dog.
far and wide. A new day starts here. We're in this together.
Let's see here. Oh, wow. 132 days remaining? That can't be right. Yeah, we'll look at endeavors in a second. Oh, hey, there's a coffee berry. How do I grind it into coffee, then? Yeah, exactly. I'm going to review endeavors as a concept. I'm also going to have to review this guy.
Form and function.
We'll talk about him in a second. Oh my god! My poor fence. Fix the fence, fix the fence. There we go. Much better. Oh, hang on. We'll get some coffee. Gotta help that poor Draenei woman out. Why the Draenei woman and no one else? Because she's hot. No, it's because she's the first one I saw. Although Draenei are very hot. That's neither here nor there, though. I know, right, Dakota? Like, just the way they operate. It's literally an area denial. It's also not a perfect area denial, if you remember, because if you're watching, the enemy units could actually enter into the barrier with some effort. It was just the, like, the encroachment that couldn't. So, like, Zerg Creep couldn't, for example. Or, the Scourge Glock on the ground, I forget what it's called. Okay, who do I talk to? Evo! Evo! Who do I talk to? Yes, the weird elves with the hooves. Maybe you?
What's your lucky do? Farewell, friend of the Brummels.
Yeah, I'm hoping they expand on the die concept a lot. Aha!
Oh!
Ta-da! I've got some cappuccino. Made from the finest beans and steamed yak's milk from Kunlai. Yeah, agreed, Monterey. Alright, here he is. Here you go, lady. Have a cappuccino. Aw, you're welcome. Okay, what am I doing? Ask the last architect about other decor resources.
Wonder no more.
We also have some, well, some smugglers who are selling items from the Horde. I promise to look the other way if you visit them.
It's just... What? Oh, I guess I could complete this quest. Alright, let's go see if we can find... If I were to guess, I'd say it's one of those situations where there is plenty of trade, but everyone's just kind of like winking and nodding. Yes, if you want any smuggled items, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, it's one of those situations, this happens in real life, where certain very specific items are considered contraband for no real reason, other than the fact that there is a desire to keep having contraband, you know? It's like, okay.
Arkinan Poros.
Why aren't you selling in town? We don't wish to impose on the peoples of this place. We are polite. No bother. Something smells fishy. Of course, we are by the sea. Everything smells fishy here. And he has a bunch of other stuff, which at some point I'm going to buy. Just haven't done it yet. A Cithralis priest pillow? What?
Safe journeys.
How may I help you?
Oh my god, look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. We'll get later. Yeah, exactly, Monobread. Oh, that would be an interesting idea. And you can empower a specific runestone to change the buffs to your base. Lots of different outpost possibilities there. Okay.
I look forward to seeing more of you around town. No matter where your adventures take you, may Elune guide you back to us.
And this is when you're supposed to be guided to the Endeavor fit system, which I suppose is a good time to talk about that. So at the moment, as you can see, we have the Grummels. I'm pretty sure I have all the Grummel stuff.
Greetings.
I am correct.
Grummels.
So the way this works, let's talk about Endeavors. So Endeavors are cool. Let's just start with that. Each given Endeavor thing gives you stuff to do both in the neighborhood and out of the neighborhood. And it's all relevant stuff. It's all relevant to the specific faction you have chosen. So in our case, you can run around, perk up sleepy citizens, which I did earlier if you're paying attention. Loot lucky dues, trade berries, transport lucky dues, do little mini-game kind of stuff, all kinds of neat little stuff. But also, I could do quests in Kunlai Summit. I could kill Hosen, gather resources in Kunlai, harvest lumber in Kunlai, defeat bosses in Kunlai, defeat the Shaw of Anger, get honorable kills in Kunlai, do world quests, do delves, bosses, raids, etc. Basically, go do stuff that's relevant, do stuff that's relevant here. And yeah, each of these indicates if they are repeatable or not. It actually says right there, repeatable task, repeatable task, repeatable task. Here's the stuff that has been happening, so we can see what other people in the guild, in the neighborhood have been doing. Yep, this is also a small, but nevertheless extant concept that WoW struggles with, keeping old content relevant. As you do stuff, we gain Endeavor progress. Each level of Endeavor progress, each milestone, unlocks more cosmetics that you can buy for your house from this guy I just talked to. When you max it out, you get a bunch of house experience. We'll talk about housing experience in a minute. And then you get a bunch of community coupons. Community coupons allow you to buy housing items. Loop.
You smell of good fortune.
How many do I have? I have 920 community coupons. Yeah, I have a couple.
Good fortune to our friends.
Yep, you can also switch to other neighborhoods and buy other stuff from other neighborhoods. Ignore the gigantic death machine of Dune there. He's actually pretty cool, as you can see by the kids falling around and playing with him. Never! Crafting, we'll get to crafting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finally level up my house. Speaking of quests, my friends have been telling me to just you do this quest for actual months, and I've been like, no, I'm going to save it for the run. So anyways.
How are you?
So, this, I think I'm on the wrong character with this, actually. So, right. You look like someone who could learn the art of being a lumberjack. I can teach you really quick how to identify which trees are prime for getting lumber. Lumber has all kinds of uses. Other for folks' houses, you can sell your goods. I want to brush up on your old crafting teachers to get new recipes while you're at it. We've got some new things to teach, I'd wager. And now we gain the ability to be a lumberjack. Woo! Lumberjack. Oh, shoulder. And so now we have the ability to find lumber, which is something we can enable up here. Actually, I already have on. And lumber is per expansion. So there's Vanilla, BC, Wrath, Kata, Pandaria, Warlords, Legion, BFA, Shadowlands, Dragonflight, War Within, and Midnight. There's a lot of lumber. There's a lot of lumber. As you can see, each of them have their own thing. And yeah, these all help you craft items, housing items specifically. If you get 250, by the way, this does not track per account, this is per character. But if you get 250 of any given specific thing, you can then gain the ability to harvest while mounted. So, woo. You want lots and lots and lots of lumber for making housing items, if housing items you are going to make. Excuse me. Okay. So I'm an idiot, apparently. Hang on. Switch over here. I thought that was the person. Who do I talk to level my thing up? Visit the general contractor. Alright, general contractor. What's up? Level my house.
See you around.
Okay, so now our house is level 8. Somewhat suddenly. 9 is the current cap, to put that into a bit of perspective. So let's talk about everything I just got by virtue of leveling. So, as you do stuff with the housing system, you gain housing experience. Doing endeavors and community stuff, getting new decor items, all kinds of stuff like that. There's achievements. All this gives you housing experience. Housing experience increases your room budget, so how much stuff you can put in a room, how much budget you can put interior period, and generally new features, like level 2 gave me access to a medium square room. Level 3 gave me increased exterior decoration thing, and the ability to set up a daylight circle room interior. I got the octagon room large for being level 4. I got the evening circle room and the large square room for being level 5. Level 6 gave me the hearthlight armillary. Oh, that's something that changes the lighting. So I have a lantern now, basically. Room placement budget increased significantly. Yay. Now I have medium-sized exteriors for my house, and that's actually it. Once I hit level 9, I will get one last room budget increase, so I can have even more stuff everywhere, which means we can make stuff. So let's try poking at our exterior, shall we? So here's our exterior. How come I'm not 9 lit? So as you can see, we can put tons and tons of stuff exterior. You do have a substantially smaller item budget exterior for reasons we already talked about. Tech issues, we're walking. You can also move your house around. Which is nice. What I don't know... there we go. Hang on. Yep, there we go. So I can do stuff like this now. So as you can see, you can just pop up the 3 axes there. Interestingly enough, they're not called X, Y, and Z, which makes sense. They are instead blue, orange, and yellow, which kind of makes a degree of sense. You can also do all this with, as you can see here, the keyboard. So as this answers Ben One-Eye's question here. And then we can move it up, or we can move down like that. So if you want to do really precise movements and don't want to do it with your mouse, you can just like inch stuff into place with your keyboard like this. Or you can just like, boing, boing, boing. We can put it in the ground if you wanted to. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's not do that. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. Hang on, let's rewind a little bit here. So we've got to rotate. We can't scale the house. No! That's decor mode. So down here we have customize mode. That enables us to change walls and stuff. It's more of an interior thing. Cleanup mode. Remove multiple decor items quickly. We'll get to that. Edit house exterior. Hey! There we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so right now I have human and night elf as a base template. Still hovering in the air. Don't mind me. You can see the nodes. Each node you can attach a fixture. We have quite a few. This is, perhaps amusingly, the weakest options because the exterior, and I hate to keep repeating myself here, really does kind of need to be more limited, right? There's just so many additional problems for being out and about in a functionally non-instanced area. We can change the size of it. Ah, yeah, there we go. Big ol' house. Big ol' house. We can change the base. Let's see. We've got embellished. We've got stone. Oh, wow. Stone looks wild. Could be monobred. I think I like the woodland one best. So the roof. What do we got for roof? Oh, hello. Oh, that's nice. But I think I'm actually going to go with the embellished one there. There we go. Get that going on. What's our colors? Ocean, ochre, nutmeg, forest. Oh, let's do forest, and then we could add like an embellishment here. Oh, we've got towers we can add on top of here, and then we could add like. There we go. Get some yellow and orange tower action going. Oh, we've got a lot. Oh, we got a lot of towers we could do. Oh my god. Oh god, we have so much stuff. So there's a chimney. There's a different type of chimney. Yeah, it actually feels like the dragon riding customization system in a lot of ways. Wouldn't surprise me if it shares some code under the hood. Kind of get some warm colors. I kind of want some autumny, Westfall-y kind of colors going on here. Or do I want different colors there? I can't decide. Yeah, meanwhile, your character is going, ah! What is happening? It's like when you are on a mount, and then you put away the mount, and someone's still riding in the vehicle spot, and they dissolve into the endless abyss. Ooh, we got entryways. Oh, I guess I can move where the front door is then. Oh, where would I want my front door? I guess I'd actually want it right here. Yeah. So what do we got? I could also put windows. Not right now. I want an entryway. So we've got woodlands entryway, rustic entryway, established. I really like the embellished. No, Mockingbirds. I don't want the entryway at the front. What kind of plebeian do you take me for? Let's make this the violet one. We'll make that the one violet one with that. And then... let's go ahead and put here... What can we put here? A little stuff. What is that again? All right, that's like the little relic things. Let's put 2 of those on each side. There we go. We need some windows. Let's see, so we got woodland, relic, latticed, embellished, arch. Once again, I just keep liking the embellished stuff. That doesn't work, though. Let's switch this over to arc. In fact, let's switch this to arc, too. There we go. Get some consistency. And up here... Here we'll do ochre. Oh no, it's funny. This is like the weakest part of housing. It's still good. It's just, you know, it's not as good as other features, which we're about to show off. Let's see. Let's get a chimney going. Right there, yeah. And let's make that... Yeah, no, I was actually telling Sis flat out. She and I both, but she used to play. There we go. Let's put our embellish right there. There we go. That's an embellish. That's an embellished spot. Yeah, there we go. She and I both used to play Sims 3, and we would just spend almost all of our time making houses with the in-housing engine because it was actually pretty good for what it was. And I told her, I think yesterday. Whenever she finally gets back to WoW, she's just going to be doing this for a lot of her time. So let's do an embellished in the middle here. Yeah. And then let's like do this tiny little woodlands window right there. This will be kind of a circular section. There we go. And then over here, we'll do another embellished. Always embellished. Very important. And instead of circular, we'll do the relic. No, that doesn't fit. Although we could do this as relic. That's not a bad idea. Relic. And relic. And then over here. No. Art, maybe? No, I kind of like the repeating pattern. I like the repeating pattern there. But if I'm going to do that, this should be circular, I think. So let's make this a circle. And then up top, we've got a little bit more room for some stuff. So let's do a woodland ogre. Yeah, there we go. Nice combination thing going on there. And then over here, got a couple of windows up here to generate all the interior lighting, which we're probably going to have once we get there. There we go. And then let's do a rustic forest. There we go. Oh yeah, that works. There. And then leave that as is, and don't think we need. I think we're good. Yes. Okay. I think it works. 3 doesn't seem to do anything, Asteria. You lied to me, Uthor. All right, let's move the house back down into the ground. There we go. I'll think about turning into an airship later. For now, we're just gonna be here. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Do I want to move the darn thing? That's actually a good question, too. Where do I want it placed? Because I got the barn over there. And I kind of want a thing going on over here. But that means I need space. So I'm going to scooch this. Hang on, where's the center? So the center's like right here-ish. So I want this kind of right here-ish. Go. And that's a little bit close to the barn. You know what? I'm just going to live with that. I think that's fine. And then really quick, I said I wasn't going to, but I lied horribly. Oh. Hey, look, you can spend real money. Don't do that. Okay, I want floor. So what do we got? All right, here we go. We've got cobblestones. I think I only have one. Yeah, I have literally one cobblestone. Oh, I have no idea, Trax. I don't know anything about Avatar. Except that it sucks. I mean, is the greatest thing ever. That's what I meant to say. Do I want to be boring about it? Kind of do. So we've got a little pathway. I kind of like the idea, Spartan. Shrink it into the ground a little bit, you know, like that. Just a bit. Just makes it mesh a little bit better there. Gotta get that going up there. There we go. Gotta have the welcome mat. Very important. Let's see. I need stuff. I need everything. Oh god, I need everything. I need a grinding wheel. I'm kidding. It's just a statue of a person I ripped their anguish out of. Let's go with... Perfect! I'm kidding. Although... Just saying, maybe? You know what? You know what I should do? You know what I should actually do? So, how many of you remember my story about the Dark Portal? It would actually be this side. August 11th. God, what's funny is I kind of called that. So, going through the Dark Portal, every time I hit BC, was always like the coming home moment. It was always the relief after having to endure vanilla. And so, it just sort of makes a degree of sense that this is the coming home thing, right? So we just scooch this a little bit in front of that, like that. There we go. I know, right, Mook? Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll have the ability... In fact, it works, right? Yeah, no, it works. I can just... Oh, hang on. Get a little stuck in the terrain. God, it's because I'm so short. So yeah, now, every time I go home, it actually needs to be a little bit more forward. Let's move it a little bit further down. In fact, actually, no, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, idea. And then... where's the... Hang on. Where's the... Yeah, there it is. Let's grab the doormat, move that out of there. Move this thing back down. So, like, only a bit of it is going up, and then scooch it a little bit more this way. Just a bit. Like that. And then let's put the doormat... Let's put the doormat, there we go, on the Dark Portal. Whoops, I didn't mean to. Jeez. Pull it up a little bit so I can see the thing. There we go. Put that a little bit more centered. A little bit from just a tiny bit further down. There we go. There we go. There we go. The doormat. Oh my god, wait, no, that's a great idea. Hang on, that's a great idea. I don't think I have any of them yet. I don't think I have any of the maps yet. Because I haven't done the Legion stuff. What'd that be under? Oh yeah. Gotta have the Thunder Totem mailbox. Everyone loves the Thunder Totem mailbox. Just put it right here. Yeah, speaking of, there's something I haven't done yet, which I need to poke at. Which is... Scale! Yeah, so, sorry, I haven't shown this off yet. I can't believe the tutorial didn't even put this out. You can change the scale of things. There's actually a finite limit in both directions for any given object, but you can scale stuff. So let's do, like, say that. That feels good. Maybe a little less, actually. Maybe a lot less. Okay, and then... Let's go back to over here. And yeah, we haven't even toggled advanced controls yet. In fact, I'm not even sure how to do that. There we go. The house is a little bit too high off. I just noticed that. The whole house is a little bit too off the ground, so I need to scooch it down a bit. Ah! No! No! Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. How do I pick up the house without having it fly all over the place? Except don't. Oh, there we go. Aha! Okay, so now we'll just scooch it down a bit. There we go. Means I need to scooch everything else down a bit, but that's okay. I can do that. In fact, I can scooch this even further down. There we go. And let's scooch this down. It's important to have the sound effects. If you don't have the sound effects, it's just not the same, you know? Let's go with this. Oh, this is advanced mode. I'm stupid. Okay, that makes sense. Make sure nothing's poking out. A couple things are poking out. You know what? I think that fits, though. I think I'm okay with that. You can barely even tell that they're poking out. So I'm just gonna live with that. Okay, so I need like some sconces or something. Let's see. Well, the problem is I don't have what I want for a doormat. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got for options? We got a couple options. And remember, it has to be no mushrooms in this entire house. That's extremely important. As long as there's no mushrooms, I'm happy. Well, thank you, Pokemebo. I'm not sure that I qualify for such praise, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Too close to another light? What? Oh, the dark portal provides light. Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, I really can't put it there. No! That's interesting. Okay, well, if the dark portal provides light, and that's going to limit me, we're going to have to do something else. So that's okay. I can work with that. So, okay, I can't... Oh, no, the light bubble can't intersect. Okay, hang on. So let's place this. Hang on. I've got an idea. Whoa! 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 Cancel. Is there a lock button? Yeah, I haven't even shown this off yet. Obviously, you can do things like this. Did I mention you can do it specifically right here, right? I can just actually set it to... actually, hang on. 90 degrees, there we go. And... scooch this over here. This is just playing satisfactory at this point. Okay, now hang on. I've got a plan. I'm going to shrink it. Yep, and that does shrink the light source. That's exactly what I was wondering. In fact, at a certain point, it has no light at all. That's interesting. I'm so sorry, Lanera. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, and then this way. Get a little bit more up here, and then like this. Get a little bit more towards me. What? No! Ah! No! I lost it! I lost it! No! God damn it. Okay, hang on. I lost everything. No. It's a brazier, Lord Harriman, yes. Okay, let's go over to 2. No reason. We're gonna get this boss down, I swear. We might not, if I'm being honest. Okay. Go. A little bit forward, a little bit up. So it doesn't intersect. Needs to be a little smaller, looks like. I can do that. I can fix that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah, don't worry. Grouping objects is something they're actually adding. I believe next patch. It's next patch or it's something they're working on. I forget which, but it is something they've talked about already. Ugh. Okay. Now, the roof, the fire roof is fireproof, or the wood roof. God damn it, the wood roof is fireproof. All right, hang on. One last thing I want to do with the exterior before I move on, because I don't want to waste your guys' time with me just sitting here making stuff. That's just boring. Nobody wants to watch that. Where's it gonna be? What I want. So let's get a table going. No, not like that. What do we got? What do we got? What are our options? Ooh, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, so about that Factorio stream. Yeah, this is a little bit of a preview of what several of the builder streams are going to look like, by the way. Just so you know. All right, where would I put it? Like, for real, where would I put it? Over here? Or over here? I'm feeling over here. I mean, I'd like to, Dakota. We'll see. See how many people are interested. Okay, so we've got, like, a little preparation table. I'm going to want some elven stuff. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Set this up over here. All right, and then... Yeah, Pocopia will probably be the same generally. There's several games. I love builder games. I try to spread out streaming them because I know that can get tiresome after a while. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, no, yeah, no, hang on. New plan. Get rid of this thing. Get rid of that. Bring in this thing. Yes. Yes! Okay. Kind of like that. There we go. Perfect. And then that'll be... Yes. Perfect. Okay. We'll get some chairs going in a second. For now, I want to see... What is this? That's not what I want. Yeah, I haven't figured out how cleanup mode works yet. No, I haven't discovered scaling. Ignore the dark portal at my entrance here. D20. Yeah, I was looking for like a barbecue thing, but I'm not sure it's going to be here. Oh, it's a map! Guys, it's a map. I found a map. Okay, can I make the map work? Okay, let's see if we can make the map work. Let's do it. Let's do it. Plonk. Okay, so let's shrink this down a little bit. Let's rotate it this way. Like that. I don't like the other way, other way. Like that. There we go. Scooch a little bit more this way. There we go. Okay, now we scooch over to here. And then we scooch it under here. Oh, the other way. No, come back. Okay, hang on. This is for you, Kennex Cow. Gonna have... There we go. Just kind of like that. We're gonna have a door map. No, Evo, no! Don't leave me. I need your doodad expertise. No, see, it's a door map, Lord Harriman. No, go to bed, Evo. God. But what do you think? What do you think of the door map? What do you think of the door map? Huh? Yes, no sleep. Only build. Yeah, if there are other maps, we'll consider that a placeholder for now. Because, yeah, the knives do kind of ruin it. But I'm going to leave it there. Because it'll remind me that I want to go and grab the other maps that I know exist. This is a fancy schmancy desk. Oh my god, no, this is perfect. Let's put this over here. Like somewhere there-ish. And now I need, like, cooking. Cooking. Here we go. So we got a fireplace. More. I got a lot of fireplaces. Smoldering energy forge. No. There's a planter. No. Fungarian. No! So we've got, like, a stove. I've got a coffee press. Got a cook pot there, some coffee, and a lid by it too. Deal with that in a minute. I'm gonna detail this up in a minute. I'm just trying to get this stuff out here. What I really want is like. Oh, hey, I have all three of these. Woo! Really want is infinite power. And some fruit. Put the fruit there, too. What is that under? What is this? What is this category? Where's inspect mode? I know there's an inspect mode. That is... I didn't say. Oh, accent, food, and drink. There you go. Accent, food, and drink. That's exactly what I was looking for. I love these tooltips. I really do. Hey, oh, there's a grill. There's a grill. Which I don't have, apparently. I don't have several of these things. Oh my god. It's all good. Have you been having fun, Mr. Red? Is the only thing I really care about there. Why can I suddenly not place this? Yeah, it's just... Accents. Food and drink. There we go. Alright. Got our charcuterie board out here. Let's see. Oh yeah, get some veggies. Love the veggies. What else? More food. More food. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. This is for my elven people, which I think I have a couple of in my guild. I know, Mook. I'm trying to keep this relatively simple. Like I said, I'm mostly like pulling stuff out right now. Let's get the espresso. Jesus, why is this thing so huge? Oh my god. Coffee grinder over by it. There we go. Cup of coffee by it. Yep. Cup of coffees. There we go. Let's go ahead and get an Ebersong feast here. Ribs. Kebabs. Blossom fruit. Tea. Gotta have tea. Very important. Let's see what else. What else do we got here? Gotta have the keg. Very important. Put that over there by the drinky stuff. Have a goblet over here. Have a tankard. We'll put this actually by the keg, I think. I mean... ogre-sized. Alright, what's this? Cheese platter. Sure, I'll put that over there somewhere. What's this? Fruit. Gotta have fruit. Always fruit. There's the drugs! We gotta have the Valerian drugs. And you know what? Hang on. Actually, we'll put the Valerian drugs over here. There we go. I'll come back to the Valerian drugs. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me put some more Valerian drugs here. Tent. I want like a tent or something. Oh no, this is perfect. Here we go. Hang on. So we're gonna put like a big old bush over here, right? And then we're going to have... It's going to have this corner. And there's this bedroll. And then we'll put the drugs over here by the bedroll. And this will be like Valerian's corner over here is the drug spot. Just kind of... There we go. Hidden from view. Nobody must know. Nobody must know what Valerian's doing over here. Doing all them drugs. There we go. There's Valerian's spot. He's not even watching. He doesn't care. Okay, fine. That's the drug corner over there. Okay. Now I need, like, furnishing. I need tables. What is this? It's a wash bin. We should have a wash bin. So let's put the wash bin over here. I'm feeling like that's by the prep, right? So this is the actual cooking, and this is like the prep thing right over here. Oh yeah, by the way, did you catch that just now? Check it out. There's items on this which adhere to it when I move it. I know that sounds like a minor thing. Apparently that was a whole thing they had to solve when they were setting up this system. Okay, so we get our prep right here. Oh, see you around to have a concert. Yeah, the sticky items concept. Okay, and then we're gonna scooch this back too. There we go. Let's move this out of the way for a second. Move this out of the way. I want this here. Let's start ignoring the grid for a second. And then let's switch to advanced. Let's move it up. Want it bigger? That should be a good size. Let's move it up. And I'm going to have to figure out something to put under that, but that's going to be where all the water comes. That needs to be further out. Then go ahead and find... What do I need? Oh, you know what? That actually might be perfect. Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so we're just going to scooch this under here. No, under. There we go. Okay, now let's center it a little bit. There we go. And then a little bit more this way. There we go. And the meadery is generating the hot water, which this is then dispensing. And you can just, that's where the water comes from. Is there like, does anyone know, is there like a gear? Probably under accents if it's anywhere. Accents, where would a gear be? Oh, that's true. But I don't know what to look for. Wheel, maybe? No. How about knob? No. Lever. There is a lever. You know what? Lever. Oh, cog. That's a good word. What's this? I do like the animation. It's not quite what I'm looking for. No. Lever will work, though. Jesus Christ, Dakota, how... Wow, that... yeah. That's going directly to hell. Oh, you can even click it. Oh, that's great. Okay, so... let's go ahead and... put it in a little bit, so it's actually flush. Okay, click it. That actually works. Okay, so now you can pull the lever, get water out. I could scale... That's actually not a bad idea. God, you're so smart, Dream Whisperer. Alright, hang on. Let's... I didn't mean to do that! Alright, let's do this. Scale this down a bit so it's about the same size as the keg it's on. Hang on. Just up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. It's also not centered anymore. No! A full restructuring and reorganization of the business. Oh, that's awful. Oh, God. Yeah, what's under Nexon these days? Let's look here. Let's see. I mean, Nexon has been terrible forever. That's nothing new. Maple Story. Ooh. Yeah, they killed off so many MMOs. They're the reason that FF14 is even in Korea. That's funny. Arcade is them. Some Dynasty Warrior stuff. A lot of Mobage. Cute. Yeah, I saw Luthor. I know you weren't watching me when I reacted to that. Okay, so let's... I think you're right, Drew Whisper. I think that works better when it's scaled down to, like, fit the keg. Let's scale it down a little bit more. Then let's scooch it a little bit more. Just really center that in the middle there. Let's try not to be too perfectionist-y. That'll take way too long. I'm not going to pull an Evo. There we go. Problem is, now the water's way over there. So this doesn't work at all. No! Okay, Oh, absolutely, Mr. Red. People who willingly use AI tend to be very stupid. See, now I'm torn. If I scooch this back over here, how do I make that work? How many other barrels? Actually, do have other barrels. But I don't have any duplicate barrels. Alright, how about pillar? Do I have any pillars? I do. I have a lot of pillars. Oh, hello. Yeah, let's put that out there. I have an idea. It's not going to work, but I'm going to try it. Oh my gosh. No, I think that'll work. I think that'll actually work. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Alright, hang on. A lot. Triaxia. A lot. That's actually a good question. Do we have a moon well yet? Does anyone know? Okay, so let's scooch this over, scooch this up. Let's get it a little bit more centered, just a little bit. Again, I'm not going to be super perfectionist-y about it. Just want it reasonably good looking. I want to look at it and not be bothered by it. You can make one. Of course. Okay, and now we turn it upside down. A little bit more even. There we go. Right there, I think. Yeah, part of the benefit of having that completely separate team working on housing is they can develop their own stuff. Oh my god, I've got to use this somewhere. I don't even know where. Hang on, I'm just going to put this over here for right now. Just leave that there. Moving on. I am spending so much time on this stupid washman. What is wrong with me? Guys, please send help. I am fixating on like one aspect of my outdoor kitchen. And it's the wash bin. What is wrong with me? Okay, and now let's adjust this. You know what? I don't like it being up there. Let's move it down here. Like, this makes it more sense. This is where it would be anyways, right? There we go. And you go, shrunk. Or I could shrink it. Do you think I should shrink it or keep it big? What do you think, guys? Because the idea is you go, shrunk, and then the water comes out, right? And you go. Because that's actually, it's quite large. That feels like I would need both arms to actually lower that lever. Okay, hang on. Let's shrink substantially. There we go. And then scooch over to the right, like this. So you can see it over there. Like, when you're ready... Oh, no, you know what? No, we'll put it up here. Let's put it a little bit further out. There we go. Now there's a nice little lever for when you want water. Water, please. I like it. I like it. Okay, okay. Wash bin done. Okay. So, I suppose I should work on some other stuff here. I know, right? What in God's name? Okay, alright, hang on. So, the whole reason I started on that is I wanted a table. And then I just went down the rabbit hole. So, table. No, not accents. Tables. I want something metal. Something plain and metal. Is there... Oh, that might actually work. Oh, that's perfect! Oh, that's perfect! Okay, okay, so we'll put this over here. And then... What's that? Oh, it's just an end table. Okay, yeah, I'm already up to 100 of my 350 exterior, by the way, just setting up this little outdoor kitchen. Yeah, they've been slowly raising it, because, you know, demand. Alright, so... Is there a way to lock items, by the way, so I don't accidentally move them? Random curiosity. What does cleanup mode do? Oh, that just gets rid of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I would love to be able to, like, this is good, lock that in place, you know? Just, I'm good with that. Okay, and this is also where you can wash vegetables, so we'll put the wash bin, like, over here. Or the vegetables over here. You know what? Hang on. Let's grab the vegetables over here. Where are they? Where'd they end up? There they are. Let's put these over here. And shrink them so that I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. There we go. That looks about right. And then just kind of scooch them a little there, like that. And maybe... that. Also hovering in the air, which I don't want, but I can fix that. Ta-da! There we go. So now we got some vegetables we can prep and go ahead and wash in the wash bin. Alright, this is our... Okay, so then we want the actual cookery. So this is going to be where we prepare the food, finally. This is like the drink station. I'm not even thinking about that yet. So we got a cauldron. We've got a stove. And then we've got a flat top. I don't remember what they're called. But this is something I've wanted in real life for a long time. You know what I'm talking about? It's a stovetop, but it's just a flat sheet of metal. And God, it's just so great to cook on. I love these things. Yeah, flat top grill. It's just, I love flat top grills. So let's make it a bit bigger. Whoa, yeah, that's too big. That's too big. Although, actually, no, that is too big. Let's make that. That's about right. That's about right. Yeah, that feels good. All right, now we got that over there. Let's go ahead and move this back. So we've got that right over there. This right over here. And then the prep table, which will be behind it, kind of like pretty much where I'm standing. So like right ish. Oh, we could have some flip. There we go. Let's snap to grid. There we go. And so this is like your cooking spot, right? No, this sucks. No, move, Thor, no, please. So like you prep, chop up the vegetables, wash the vegetables. Always wash your produce. And then take it over here. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. This needs to be moved. All right, so let's scooch this back. And then put this like over here. Let's scooch this way so we can actually see what we're doing. And then the prep table will be like right. Let's move out of the way. What up there? Does that feel right? No. A little bit forward. Actually, I was just thinking about what I can make a gazebo out of. Because I want that's why the pillar's still there. I'm gonna put something on top of the pillar to be a gazebo. Don't know what I'm gonna put there, so I'm just putting that off for the moment. Let's tilt that slightly. There we go. Nice little corner. The whole idea, and I've actually done some work designing my own kitchen in real life. Not that I will ever have the money or power to actually do that, but you know, dreams. And this is kind of similar. You got your prep area, and then you go over here, and there's like the cook area, and it's mostly just an interior where you've got everything you need in a circle around you. And so I can just be like, psh, and then psh, and then psh, and then psh. Speaking of open air, hang on, sturdy tent. Open air, hello? Sturdy tent, hello? Hello? There's no one there! There's no one there! Ah! Being made to get up. Oh my god. Why is this happening? Oh. What? Damn it, I heard that. It was you. It was literally Bree. It was literally the dog. Oh my god. The dog knocked on my door. Literally. That actually just happened. Okay. So we could use this. The dog was like, why aren't you... Actually, that's actually not too shabby. Hang on, let's see if we can... How big can we make this thing? Whoa! Okay, actually, you know, I'm not hating this. If we scooch this over a little bit over here, and then I'm gonna move this a little bit here to adjust to the new setup. Oh, that's gonna bug me. It needs to be even. It needs to be even. Oh god, it needs to be even. Yeah. Okay, hang on. There we go. There we go. Hey! All right, hang on. Not done. Not done. I need a candelabra. What do you call those? Light from ceiling. Chandelier. What do we got? What are our options? Well, that's pretty. What else we got? There's the Beldrac. Oh, I like the Beldracan one. Another Elven one. There's a... There's a frickin' cog. What else we got? Iron chain, chandelier, wrought iron, 3 candle. I think I kind of like the Veldraken one best. Look, English is hard, okay? This is so stupid. I'm still doing it. I don't even care. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. All right. Yeah, let's make this big. There we go. Hey. And then let's scooch it down substantially. There we go. There we go. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and let's actually get rid of this. Get rid of the color. Does English, French, what's the difference, honestly? The HOA, look! The HOA is fine. Also, I am the HOA, so, you know, corruption. Okay. Okay, so we've got a little spot. Now I need, okay, so right, so let's set this up a little bit now that we've got this going. So let's kind of have that, and then what I want is I want to be stupid. I want to be so stupid. So let's rotate this a little bit. Like that. A little bit up. Yeah, the HOA investigated itself and found no issues. What's the problem? And then like that. And then scooch it a little forward. And now it looks like the pot's... Well, okay, once I get the actual angle correct, it'll look like the pot lid is actually leaning on the pot. See? See? I don't need to do this far, but I'm going to because I'm strange. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. Now I've spent way too much time on something stupid and pointless. Let's do that again. Let's put the coffee press over here. And I need like a plate. Plates? I don't have any plates. Are there plates? This is a bowl. That's not a plate. I need a plate. Are there plates? If they are, what are they called? Like, these all already have food on them. That's neat and all. But I need plates. I'm going to put this over here by the chopping station, too, actually, I think. Put this side over here. Sink a stool into the table. That's a good idea. See, this is why they pay you the big bucks. This is why I am worthless, and you know what you're doing. Let's also shrink this a little bit. Just a bit. And let's put this over here. The edge. Okay. Alright, what kind of stools do I have? That might work. That will not work. Might make that be able to work. And that's it. Okay, so these are going to be our plates. Or plates. Scooch this down. And then scooch this down. Maybe scooch that a little bit over. I need something cooked. Is there any food that's not already on a plate? Like just loose food? Is that a thing? I guess I could check, because accents is its own category. Get rid of this. Go under accents, food and drink. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, there is! Oh, that's perfect. Roasted ram leg. Check that out. Check that out. Yes! Okay. I need more of those. Where do I get more of those? Where do I get more? Oh, God. And we get a loaf of bread, which we just pulled out of the oven. Let's go ahead and shrink this a little bit. Just make sure it kind of fits on the plate there. Scoops that a little bit more this way. I'm okay with that being gigantic. WoW has gigantic animals, and therefore gigantic food. It's cool. We're all cool. I do have the big block of cheese. Listen, Uthor. Okay, let's inspect. What is this thing? Where do I get this? Razorwind Shores. Hordranin? Hordranin? Okay, hold up. I gotta go buy some ram legs. Give me a second. Is there raw ram? Is there raw food? That would be good. Okay, what do we got? Which one of you yahoos? That's Dracthyr only? No! Okay, maybe there's something here. What do we got? Bunch of benches. You know, you're right. This is a stupid way to do this. We should do it this way. Food and drink. What do I not have? Uncollected. What could we use? Ow, I don't have the Chinese thing? Oh my god. I don't have the Chinese food. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, that's an oven. Look at that thing. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Okay. Sealed fungal jar. That's gross. Dumpling stacks. That's delicious. Noodles. Gotta have noodles. What the hell is this? Oh my god. What is this and how do I get this? Oh, it's profession. Oh, okay. We'll come back to that. Hey, there's a washbin. I already made a washbin. Screw you, game. My washbin is so much better than yours. Oh, hey, look. There's a flat top. Whatever. I already made my own. It's cooking, by the way. Looks like nothing. I could probably make the lobster work if I wanted to. That's also cooking. Damn you, game. Damn you. This is blacksmithing. Jesus. I do not, Huthor, but I didn't do a lot of Mechagon. It is, in fact, the biggest... So, I gave up on the BFA meta in part because of Mechagon. Me and Pax got there and we're like, you know what? We're good. This is good. How do I not have this? Damn it, Spartan! You monster. Alright, new thing. Where's those lamb hawks? Yeah, you. Yeah. Okay. I do have someone maxed with tillers, as it happens. If there's a rep, I have it maxed somewhere. I think there's exactly one rep in the game I don't have maxed right now. I'll have it maxed next week. Actually, Huthor might be able to answer that better than me. What is the Resident Evil engine, the re-engine, really good at? Other than Resident Evil games. I need fire. Let's hope for more fire than that. See, my policy of only having one of each decor is starting to bite me in the ass here. How about campfire? No? How about... Oh, whatever. Okay, so... Scooch this over. And over this way. And move it down. I just want the fire visible. That's all I really care about is the... That. There we go. Look at that fire. Look at it. Look at it. Yes. graphics. That's a hell of an answer, Uthor. Well, there's the fire, but it's still just a little bit too close to that. Let's go ahead and shrink it. Get out of that bubble. There we go. And then we'll just move it up a little bit more so I can see. Issues, isn't it? Alright, new plan. Crank it! Damn. Oh god, I lost it. Yeah! There it is. Okay. So, rank. And then push it down. Center it a little bit better. Center it a little bit better. No. Ah! Ah! Come back! The campfire, or the trash fire needed. Trash fire's planet needed it. A little bit more centered. That should be good. Okay, now down. Now a little bit more this way. That's still intersecting? Oh my god. Really? I just want a fire! I just want a fire, that's all. Okay, new plan. Scoops this out of the way. Let's get rid of this. There. Okay. Now then, as I was saying. Alright, and then a little bit smaller. Just a smidge smaller. There we go. And then a tiny bit this way. Okay, a tiny bit more this way. There we go. Behold! Something really dumb looking. Look, I'm making do with what I've got, okay? I don't know what you want with me. Hey, listen. They'll never catch me alive, Uthor. Okay, so we've got the bowl, we've got the plate, we've got the lamb hock, which is cooking, we've got the oven right here, which provided the bread. Let's do a couple of quick last things. Just really quick. I swear this won't take long. Okay, Eva would be like, but you, okay. Okay, so naturally, we're going to use the blacksmithing thing to make our, to forge, excuse me, our coffee. Put the espresso machine on here. We are going to shrink that down. That's a little silly. There we go. Damn right. Oh, speaking of which, anybody haven't seen it yet, I've got a new AFK emote from when I'm forging water. Oh, yeah. Nope, wrong way. This way, there we go. Put that over there. Okay, so let's go back to simple mode and just drag some of these over here. No, I need something else, don't I? So these also should be switched, shouldn't they? The grinder should be over here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and shrink that down a little bit. Just kind of put this over here. And then the espresso right next to it. Lapisu. And then we need just like, I actually need, yet again, I need a table. Oh yeah, perfect. No. What's a good table for this? That's a terrible table for this. That's a table for this. One scumbag latte coming up. You want that dirty? Oh, no, this is actually great. This is perfect. So let's just kind of scooch this. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Can I just say, this is not perfect, but these controls are so goddamn intuitive. I've been doing this for, what, an hour? And I have already just kind of gotten right into the swing of things. Put that over here like that. I'm sure you can do much, much crazier stuff than anything I'm doing. Gotta have the knobs going out so people can pick them up. There we go. There's this, and we'll kind of put this over here so people can grab that after they finished making the coffee. Actually, you know what? This should probably be over here. Yeah, there we go. And then we've got the mug. And the keg we can tap. Looks like I have that flipped, actually. There we go. And just like a little something for it going. I'm still only at 118. I can't believe I'm low. Something for it to go on. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. And then we'll just put this up here on the edge like that so people can tap the keg. I mean, NCR has the most long-term potential for actually doing good for the world as a whole, whereas House may be beneficial for his one area. So I'll go with the NCR. It looks off. It's off the thing. In fact, actually, speaking of which, this also looks off. The same reason. There we go. This needs something. This needs something. What can we put here on the other side of the keg? Any ideas? Anyone? Actually, I'm gonna put the lumber pile over here because we need to refill the fires here periodically. Well, I got a bunch of lumber piles. There we go. A magical cooling device. Do we have a fridge? What about ice? Hello. There's spice. There's the thing taking dictation. Cosmic chalice? That's terrifying. Whoa. Actually, you know what? I kind of like this. Let's put this over here. Shrink that down a bunch. And then scooch it over here like this. There we go. And there's our tools for cooking with. You gotta have tools for cooking. It's actually a crafting station, but I think it works. It's also reversed. I need to flip it. There we go. See? This is how we cook. Kong, kong, kong. I got a forged chicken. Alright, now let's set this up really quick. It's actually already into my lunch break. Let's kind of put that over by here. Put these in a sort of random-ish order so people can just kind of have whatever they want. Gotta have the pie, very important. There's a cup of that over by this. This in the end. Have any more cooking? Do I have any more food? Accents, accents. Ooh, what haven't I put out here? Not much. I got the giant cheese wheel. Giant cheese wheel. Everyone wants a giant cheese wheel, right? In fact, do I have... I do. Here, let's move this over by the giant cheese wheel. And then scooch this. Whoop! Scooch this over here instead. That. And I've decided I like symmetry too much. We're going to put the berry pie right in the middle, like that. Right in the middle, just bam. Right there. There we go. There we go. Nice spread. Yep, everyone wants to go to Waka Waka. Actually, no. There we go. I wonder if they're ever going to let us, like, change the gradient, like the lighting on some of these things. I know the dyeing system exists. I haven't even poked at the dyeing yet. We should do that. What's something I can dye? Just so I can show that off really quick. What's something I can dye? Is there anything here I can dye? No. Just something. Give me something. Is there a sort by dye? There is a dyeable. There we go. Hey, dyeable only. Okay. What we got? Nobody needs chairs. It's fine. Anyways, here's a chair. One chair. It's the only chair they're getting. They should be grateful. Let's make it a little bigger. That looks about right. Alright. Dye! Okay, what do we got? Oh yeah, did they do the dye condensing thing yet? I know they were talking about condensing dyes a bunch. Let's do it the other way, I think. There, this abomination chair will be the... We'll call this the Horliance chair. Flop. So here's the dyeing system. I'm going to kind of hold off on reviewing the dyeing system since they're about to overhaul it. And I know they're going to do some other stuff with it too. So we'll just say there's dyes and move on from now. Okay. And let's see, what else did I miss here? Got that. And that. Okay. I think I'm kind of happy with this area. I'm going to probably add more to it later, because, you know, duh. But I think for right now, this will do. So I got a little outdoors kitchen. Nice tent going on. Here's where the spread is. Here's where we make our coffee. Here's where we make our booze. Here's where we prep the food. Here's where we wash the food. Here's where we get our tools. We got a grill pit. We got a basin, cauldron, pot. We got a pot, grill top, oven, and this is where we put the food where it can then be taken and pulled over here to the actual table where it can be eaten. I like it. And a nice view of the farm while we're doing it. Okay. I'm going to chop out for lunch now. And definitely not just sit here and do housing for the next 40 minutes. I'll see you in a bit, guys.